Alright. It's been a hot second since I thought of this campaign. It's been a few weeks, but I think I know what I'm going to do with it. I just need the proper variables. So we're going to be doing the POG campaign, bringing back to that. I was going to take a few weeks off to work on stuff, but that stuff fell through, unfortunately, because the Saber class was full, and I'm like, whatever. So I'm waiting for some other stuff in my life to carry forward, and then I can work on that, but until then, I pretty much need to go back and work on POG, because I think we're going to be keeping up Thursday going forward. I wanted to do a Halloween mission for them today, but I, again, got sick. And I'm going to be honest, being sick sucks, but being, like, the aftermath of being sick, that's what sucks even harder. So I started getting better around Monday evening, and I'm still in the process of getting better, which is why I sound sick still, but like, I'll wake up, my entire sinuses will be completely screwed over. So it's a shame too, because I was developing a really nice front log, and I've lost most, if not all, of that momentum. So now I've just got to essentially get back to it. So I wanted to catch up last night and the night before, but it wasn't happening, Chief. Which is unfortunate, but, I mean, that's the reality of life, you know? Sometimes life is one step forward, 2 steps back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and you just gotta keep rolling with that. Alright. So, for this operation, I'm trying to figure out the best place to put POG at the moment. And I think it's gonna be right here. And where do I want to put... Oh, because I could also put it off on... Yeah, we can put it in here. Excuse me. Oh no, I agree. The battle at Layop was pretty good. It's gonna be really tough for dwarves to beat that. I was kind of hoping it would be close, but I mean, if Mac Marine can deliver that consistency of op for, like, 3 or 4 weeks, I'd want to compare Mac Marine's ops to Slushy's ops. But Slushy was very good. I guess Charlotte, is whatever name they want to go by. But it's good quality, and I want to be able to have that buildup of Zeus capability for the next program, which is going to be a program where if I need to take a day off, because let's say I get sick, and I just cannot for the life of me Zeus. Which I'm going to be honest, Zeusing on Monday, God, that was... It was the the aliens op in Vietnam, and that, like, oh my god, I was suffering through that one. But, you know, the program will help me take care of stuff like that, so. Alright. So how this operation is going to go is it's going to be 2 parts. I'm working on the first part. I'm not going to talk about the second part yet, though, because that's going to be for later. But I'm going to keep it as a surprise, just in case any of the POG people watch. Or are watching this scenario. I just want the border. Here, 1 second. It's another thing. The past 2 days, my nose has been utterly stuffed up, and I absolutely hate it. Like every 20 minutes, I gotta blow it. Alright, so that's all sorted. Let's build some flavor text here. Yeah, it does not like copy paste. Also, I took the 506 stop last night op because I just could not. Here's the thing, I know I could, if I wanted to, because I've done it so many times in the past, I could force myself to finish that operation, but it would not be at the quality that I wanted and envisioned. Like, I could get the entire outer structure done, I could get some simple ZEI templates in, I could make a simple, like, table and laptop, but I want to, for that to be a finale piece, I want to also add an entire leveling of internal detail, so that mission is going to at least have another, like, 4 hours of dev on it, including the first hour that I spent on it. So I really want to, you know, give it my all, but I just... being half sick makes that near impossible, unfortunately. So we work with what we can. Oh, I love the LA op. It just... the only downside to it was Marine base, which I get. You know, he was going for perfect movie accuracy, which, again, it was nice. It was nice, it was a little buggy because of how he made it, but you have to deal with that type of, that level of bugs when it comes to building an operation like that. 1 second, I have to remember what enemy faction I was using, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't. Alright, it was an Op4 faction. Yeah, I think it was a Livonian. I think it was a separatist militia. I think that looks right. Was it the nationalist militia? I think it was separatist because the camo looks better. Ah, man. Yeah. Alright, cool. But, you know, Marines have, you know, 3 fire teams under a squad leader, and that really messed with comms. I did my best from my position to help things, especially considering what happened last mission. Metro's mission was really cool. Yeah, it had Bork stamina settings and whatnot, but it was still a really nice, like, you know, clear the path op. But he, unfortunately, chose the wrong radios. for the LRs, and people didn't want to adapt and instead just flamed each other, and it's like, Jesus Christ, guys. What are you doing? Okay, I did those settings. And I kind of felt bad because, you know, the whole op had to get scrapped, and it just goes to show, like, if you screw one thing up as a Zeus with some communities, that just makes everything go to hell, unfortunately. And there's not much we can really do about that. But, I mean, he had everything set. The only thing that was working against him was, again, the Marine comm setup, because I tried to have tactics with my guys, but in an urban CQC setting, you can't really do that. So I just ended up doing blob tactics with the 4 people under my command. Because I was trying to get wedges in the beginning, but then I noticed, like, this is all urban. Like, there's no way in hell. Instead, I need to have, like, teams bound past each other. But there was a certain point where it all just kind of went to hell, and I'm like, all right, F it, let's just make it work. But I feel like I was struggling, and I know what I'm doing. Like, other teams were probably just like, ah, F it, let's just go nuts. And then people complained about the ground, like, fading in and out, and I'm like, it had, like, okay, that's just a bug that happens when you do mass scale deformer, but I would gladly deal with the ground bugging in and out and the Zeus making a deliberate option not to cut the grass so that, you know, it was, like, the grass covered it, so it wasn't super egregious, which was smart, in my opinion. But, you know, people were like, oh, the ground was phasing in and out. And it's like, well, that had nothing to do with your ability to play the op, though, so... If you don't like it, you can go to another community that can just go into Altus for, like, you know, 20 frames in Kavala. Because I'm going to be honest, the frames in there were good, and he did a great job replacing some core buildings, too. Like, that is an op I would happily play in another community and go, yeah, that was pretty solid. The only thing that detracted was the community. Being the community, you know? But yeah, no, I immediately tried to set a more serious tone, because as soon as I spawned in, I mean, I noticed people in ambient animations, I noticed there was a frickin' light filter for that, you know, more battle LA feel, and I'm like, yeah, alright, this is serious. So when I saw Jay-Z, like, just breaking random windows while there was a briefing, yeah, I went up and I chewed his ass out. I'm like, dude, you're playing an actual, like, someone spent a lot of time on this. Can you not dick around for more than 5 fucking seconds? Please. Like, some of my ops, I'll admit, they're good quality, but Max, I mean, that one would have taken me at least... Let's see, deforming the entire area alone would have taken me about 30 to 45 minutes to set the smooth coefficient on deformer and then path it all out. Then to replace any buildings that had bugged out, then to, you know, add the metropolitan feel of the buildings by adding some of the Tenoan ones. That was a great call. And then setting up the light filter, testing that, setting up the ambient stuff at spawn, setting up all the kits. That, honestly, was all, for me, that would have been at least a 3 or 4 hour job. Factoring enemy kits too, and then testing, and then all the testing with the ace settings too. I could see that taking 5 hours. Him, I don't know how long he took on it. I don't know how much experience he has, but my usual rule of thumb of whatever takes me an hour usually takes someone at least an hour and a half, so that probably took him, you know, up to 8 hours to make all that. And if he drops by, I'll ask him, like, how long did you spend on that? Because that was a very good op by my standards. But I would not be surprised if he said it was at least 5 hours worth of work, all things considered. But, I mean, he had 2 weeks to make it. So, you know, if you spend, you know, 1 or 2 hours every other day working on it, or if you're in the mood, you can bust that out. So, yeah, no, it was a good op. That's all I can say. It's just, I'm a little annoyed at my own player base for being autistic. And also, Mac had the slight issue of Ace and CBA updating, and I think Ground Command couldn't get in the op for the first, like, 10-15 minutes. Because Bror sometimes does, like, custom mod installs, and I think that was really hampering him, but he was able to eventually figure it out. But that did throw things through the ringer a little bit, but nah, I don't mind yelling at people. And I guess that also comes from a place of, again, I understand how long this shit takes. Some of these chuckle fucks just show up and go, oh, okay, I can be stupid. And it's like, that's... I hate to say it, but that's incredibly fucking disrespectful. Like, if this was a meme op or someone spent, like, maybe an hour tops on it and the op's not that good and you have to make your own fun, then I get it. But this one, it's like, bro, like, going in, it felt like Battle LA. Playing through it, it felt like Battle LA. Like, could you not cock around? It just felt like Shrek yelling at Donkey. Could you not do anything stupid for 5 seconds? But yeah, no, I'm gonna be honest, I'd be happy with Metro or Mac Marine hosting again, because both were at a good quality that I'm looking for. If I had to choose, though, right now it would be Metro. So I'm really curious to see how Dwarves does it, because he's going to be, like, the newest of the group. So, Dwarves, you're here right now. I'm going to be honest, if you don't spend at least 5 hours on that mission file, buddy. But if you want to start testing, because that's a thing I gave Mac Marine, he tested 3 versions of the mission file beforehand, and he kept making changes. So if you want to shoot me a copy of the mission file, feel free to. Because I know today and tomorrow the server isn't doing anything. So if you want to test, I can afford you that.
34 months. Gotta go eat some food, but here's to my sub. Hope you still enjoy Arma and other games. Tongue.
Why is it called that one Ton? That's kind of weird. But Jen Salvi, thanks for the 34-month resub. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. Enjoy your food, broski. Hope you get a nice kick out of this dev scenario. I still enjoy this game wholeheartedly because, again, ops like Battle LA, that one yesterday was great. And even though Metros went to shit, it was really, really fun just, you know, kind of dicking around at that point, because all method of cohesion and consistency evaporated because Ground Command, no offense to Maki, but she flamed the shit out of everyone under her and started yelling, and it's like, alright. Let me take it from the guy that used to do that to people. That gets nothing done, and you just need to just relax, chill. Alright? And we'll eventually get through it all. You just gotta relax, alright? But yeah, no, I'd love to do an op like that. I'm just working on the design board for all of my Halloween ops at the moment. And I gotta get Saturdays announced tonight.
Hi, Wevu. Are you over your fever now? Hope you feel better soon.
Muffin, thanks for a 3-month resub. I'm over the fever, but I'm still congested, and my nose keeps stuffing up, so I gotta keep suffering through that. Which is why, again, I'm a little behind. I was hoping I'd be halfway done with the Halloween ops by now, but I just haven't been able to muster the strength, unfortunately. But I'm still trying to figure things out with that, but we'll see how things go. But people like the alien op the other day, even though stuff broke, which was really funny, and I figured out why. When you RC one of the units, it just completely breaks all of their combat AI, which makes absolutely no sense to me, but in testing, that's the one thing I did that I didn't do in testing, was actually remote control a unit in the same server session to see how they behave. I let them attack me first and tested the damage, and then I remote controlled the unit to see what they would do. And when I remote controlled that first unit, if you remember in that VOD, the, whatchamacallit, the facehugger still jumped at a player. So when you RC a unit, it will still attack for that first unit, but then it completely breaks attacking for all other units henceforth. And that is... I don't even know how you would code that, but that's what it did. So it's like, damn, okay, that's kind of silly, but we work with what we got. Alright, so anyway, focusing on the campaign. So this is the POG Fapovian campaign. POG came in as independent contractors. They were guarding an IDAP position that was relieving a flooded village that was kind of in neutral territory between these two factions. It got attacked by some sort of insurgent group that hadn't existed prior. The result of that mission, because of POG's actions and inactions on a few parts, some people got kidnapped, brought up to the north. Northern group worked with POG forces to basically secure the area. Ended up finding out that a prison complex had a bunch of turncoats in it that were working with the insurgency, so POG had to go in, rescue their guys from there, as well as rescue the remaining IDAP forces. And now this is Mission 3, acting upon Mission 2 intel, both found on the ground, as well as from the detainees that worked at the prison. What we now know is that Isla Terra, which is another neutral point, it's technically in the Blue 4 territory, but it's not really controlled, is the insurgent headquarters. So Blue 4 is going to go in, clear it out, and then RTB. And I'm sure nothing else is going to happen. Also, I'll hydrate real quick. I went really simple with faction dev. South is literally like an early US Cold War. North is Soviet early war. And then POG is just POG. And then every time they complete an operation, we spin a wheel. Speaking of, I need to, I'll do 2 wheel spins for them today, because I don't think I did a wheel spin yesterday, or last time we ran this mission, which was like 2 weeks ago. Alright, I'm gonna garrison 2 other bases as well, because however long it takes them to do that will determine how long we spend on another section. And then this mission file will practically be done. The only other things I need to do before OFCRA, I would like to edit some more footage, but I am so brain dead right now. I did edit, like, out of the 4.5-hour Darktide stream, I got, like, a good 5 minutes of silly stuff. And I'm thinking of making a Darktide video, but actually, like, editing it and hunkering it down, because I'm sick of doing it for Arma footage. And I know for a fact the amount of time I will spend editing that footage is not going to be worth it on the YouTube side, but you know what? I'm going to do it because I want to do it. Because I feel like I could make some pretty funny things out of the Darktide footage itself. So definitely expect some more Darktide streams, especially with me recording. Because I played Darktide last night, but I was not in the mood to entertain people, because again, I'm still coming out from not being sick. So, depend on that. And then we've got at least 1 DayZ stream set for the weekend. I'm not sure if we'll do more, though, because we've got all the Halloween ops, and I might have to cancel one of the Halloween ops if I can't get everything done in time, because, again, I'm not really sick anymore, but it's the aftermath of it where, you know, my head is still a mess and achy, and my frickin' sinuses are a mess, and you can hear it in my voice. Like, I'm just, ugh, you know? I even started, like, waking up early again, and that's completely gone out the window. I'm back to waking up around, like, 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. my time. Which is why some of the videos, for the VODS channel, either skipped a day or missed one of the 2 upload times, is because I was just completely head in the clouds a mess, so. Ugh. What can I do? Alright, now after I finish this garrison, I'm just gonna do a quick spot check. Again, I have a really funny... I still remember the twist I have in this campaign. There's a few different twists, but, like, the main, like, what the hell twist is, it's gonna be interesting. And then I'll do any vehicle templating I need to on the day of. Really, these are all just kind of fodder pieces, but yeah, we'll see how things go. Stick that last one right there. Let me tab out, copy and paste the mission. But yeah, overall with Arma and with everything and how I'm restructuring the channel, I'm actually really happy with everything. I definitely need to spend over the next few days, even if I'm sick, doubling down on some more edits for the main channel, but I'm happy to have been able to start uploading on that again. And I think my end goal for the main channel is to do 1 to 2 uploads a week. One of them, if it's going to be one, it's going to be an Arma video, and then the other one, if I can, either a Daisy or a Darktide thing. Like the one that I actually have fun doing, and then Arma just kind of out of necessity, but we'll see how things go. The aliens spammed on first contact. Yeah, and the reason that I spammed them was because I was building it up. It's just no one saw the face huggers I was jumping around ever since the first village you guys went to, because the grass was too tall. And the op didn't remove the grass because I'm like, okay, I definitely need it. But I mean, look at this op, for example, all the grass is removed. So, I just thought that was really funny. But no one believed me. So there was build-up. It's just when I realized that, oh my god, these things aren't attacking the players, what the hell? I had to then, like, spam, like, you know, 20 of them to make them charge at you to get that freak-out factor. And it worked. And I still end-keyed someone. But, oh my god, it was funny. Alright, and then all other patrols I'll spawn in. Yeah, it should be good. Another thing I need to do is... Okay, so I'm going to set that one. Ooh, this is a good point because... I should really fuck with Bob and put and put that up high. Alright, 1 second. My nose. Well, I will admit, I, as the Zeus in that mission, used some meta-knowledge. I knew that people would crossfire each other and hit each other because of how blobbed out your formation was. So if I just had the heart of the units, like, go into the center and make it look like they were attacking someone, but then made them go for someone in the center, everyone would turn inward and start shooting at each other. And hitting each other as they tried to hit the aliens, and I'd retreat the aliens out. And then people would think, oh my gosh, I just got attacked, when in reality they have like 5 gunshot wounds because people can't keep their shit together. So I played that hand very well. I'm not going to be able to do it again for a while until people forget about that type of meta. But again, that's one part of my player base. Like, compared to the 506, where they would have a bit more discipline not to do that, and I'd be utterly screwed. But upon reflection with Swift's Vietnam op, where I got the idea for that operation, I realized that nothing ever attacked us. It all kind of ran around us, and any wounds we gave were shooting our buddies. So that's what gave me the idea for the backup option. But yeah, no, that was definitely interesting. This is ready. I just accidentally hit open. Yeah, no, I decided only to do aliens because we only had max alien in the mod set. I'd have to put a separate mod, I think called max predator, in to actually add the predators. But I decided, nah, I can just do aliens, archive it. Now, if you, I am thinking of doing something with predators, but you'll have to wait and see, because I've got a few different Halloween op ideas, and that is one of them, but I'm gonna probably choose one complex one and then more simple ones to make things work. But anyway, let me check MP missions. Yeah, that's the mission file. All right, that was only a 30-minute stream. So here's the deal. I got to upload this. I've got a few little chores I have to do because 3 o'clock we have OFCRA. And then 8 o'clock we'll be running this mission for, you know, an hour and a half and 2 hours. Then Bloodwayne wants to steal me for Core Keeper. So might be back before OFCRA with... Actually, I'm probably not going to be back because that's only 3 hours. And I got to go prep some other stuff. So, all right. F that. I'll see you guys at 3 p.m. for OFCRA. So thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers. And hopefully I'll see you soon.